I came to win.
This is J.R. Rotem, and this is PopCrush.com.
To thrive, I came to win.
It was a real honor to receive BMI Pop Songwriter of the Year. I knew about it, you know, a couple months before the actual night, and when my manager told me about it, I was very, I guess I was kind of blown away. I remember, you know, going to the awards show in years past, you know, seeing the people who won, thinking to myself, wow, I really hope that one day, you know, I can win that. I mean, that would be really big. And then the moment arrived when I got it. I was a little bit surprised because, you know, technically, I personally feel like the last, you know, year has actually, I feel like I haven't really done as well as I'd like. I feel like, you know, it was a little bit of a dry spell, but somehow the way that they calculated the award, you know, between what date to what date, it didn't exactly reflect the last 6 months. It was a little bit more, I guess somehow, I feel that I got really lucky in the cusp of how they calculated it, where, you know, they must have started right when I, you know, had a bunch of stuff, and then it stopped right when I didn't, so, I think I was lucky. Well, the Iyaz song Pretty Girls came about somewhat similarly to Nicki Minaj's Fly, in the sense that Tommy got me the hook of Pretty Girls from our writers Will and Clem, and I think if I'm not mistaken, they had kind of a guitar thing to it also. And so I basically took that and built a beat around it, moved things around, you know, kind of work with them on the hook, and we had this basically beat with a hook. And we thought that the message was really, really Iyaz. He tells these heartfelt stories, and we just thought somehow that it suited him and had the right amount of... We wanted to make sure that Iyaz had an organic sound. Still urban, still kind of hip-hop, still pop, but something organic to it. And with the guitar and with the way that it moved, we thought that that had that, and the message too. So we kind of gave it to Iyaz, and he wrote the verses, you know, brought some co-writers in, you know, really tried to perfect the song. And he really sounded great on the song. I mean, we had the song for a while, and we showed it to Warner and said, okay, this represents sort of the new direction that we want to go in with Iyaz. They agreed. They really liked it. And we also thought that the song it sounded like it could use a rap feature. Didn't feel like it needed one. It felt like more like if we could get the right person on it that sonically fits the record, it would be cool. I did basically make Fly for Nicki. It started off as a guitar loop that I got from one of our, you know, producers and guitarists, and I made a beat that I knew was going to be this rap beat where it was in halftime, so I knew that Nicki's flow, I was aware of it, and I was hoping that she would take it. A lot of times as a producer, when you make a beat, when you make a record for somebody, you hope you make it for somebody in mind, but, you know, there's no guarantee that they're going to take it, and you also think to yourself, well, you know, if Nicki doesn't use it, who else could it be? Could it be this person? Could it be that? But definitely Nicki was my first choice, and we got the hook on it. So when I was going to see Nicki, I was bringing the beat with the hook, and the hook was, you know, a demo hook at the time. I brought it to her, and immediately she gravitated towards it, and the conversation was about, you know, who could we get to sing this hook, who would be the right feature. And Rihanna was one of the names thrown, and, you know, that was one of the bigger names. So just like, you know, I was blessed that Nicki wanted the beat, but I wasn't sure that she was going to take it. I was also not sure that we were going to be able to get Rihanna to sing it. That was kind of like, that would be cool, but, you know, we'll see if that happens. But it all really came together, you know. Nicki kind of had the vision for the record. She was very tenacious about getting Rihanna. I remember, you know, Rihanna was on tour, she was doing shows, and she was supposed to do it one day, and it kept getting delayed, so I didn't really know if it was going to happen. But one day she texted me and said, Rihanna's on the record, it sounds amazing. And, you know, I got the files and finished, you know, producing the record and perfecting it. And it was one of those things where it really just came about effortlessly. It was done with an openness and a hopefulness, but not being attached to it, and not knowing if it would all pan out when it was all said and done. But, you know, it was really lucky that it came about.